We're in the San Ignacio Lagoon in Baja, California. We've been traveling in our panga for about 15 minutes, and we ran into this baby gray whale. It's about 1,000 pounds, a week old, and perhaps 17 feet long. We're watching it as it travels in circles, trying to head inland every time someone comes near it. Its mother isn't anywhere to be seen, and we're hoping that this little whale will not die, because it will if it doesn't reach its mother within hours. This other panga saw us, became curious, and then came over to both help us and to try to pet the baby whale. Even working together, the two boats aren't able to herd it out toward the deeper part of the lagoon where its mother probably is, because we can't see the mother at all at this point. Our driver and guide, Jesus Mayoral, warns the people in the other boat to be careful not to touch the baby's tail because, as Jesus says, it might freak out. Because the little whale is confused, separated from its mother, and doesn't quite know where to go, Jesus is doing everything he can to keep the little baby as calm as possible. Eventually, Jesus decides that the baby's had enough stress for now, and we decide to leave it and to go on for a while to come back later. We head away from the shore, out into the lagoon, watching the dolphins play all around us, and then eventually a whale spy hops right near us as well. This whale looks like it suffered a harpoon wound, probably during its time in Alaska. This next whale has an unusual circular pattern on its side, probably caused by parasites during its time in the Arctic. We've returned to the baby whale, and it's still swimming in circles, still disoriented, and still missing its mother. In its confusion, it keeps going in circles. We try to go on one side of it and guide it out into the channel, and it slips around the boat or under the boat, and it goes the other direction. So we keep working back and forth on it for a while, but eventually things are not working out. Jesus eventually decides that we've probably worried it enough with the boat, so he starts taking his clothes off, and he's going to go in the lagoon, which is only thigh deep. Jesus' trainee, Orlando, ties up the boat, and then he too strips down and heads off into the lagoon. The mother is now offshore, and we can see her frantically moving back and forth as she hears the sounds of her baby. The baby seems oblivious to the mother. Each time the men get the whale headed out, it heads back toward the shore again, and they have to turn it around. And then it also buries its head into the sand, so they have to pull back on it and then try to push it forward again. They work this way for quite a while, eventually making the whale get out further and further. In the background, if you look carefully, you can see the mother whale, there she just blew, waiting frantically, but she's out in too deep a water to come back to try to help her baby. Finally, the baby seems to hear the mother, and the two men let it go. Sure enough, baby and mother join up and start swimming happily together as the two men congratulate each other as they come back in.
What has to be done humanly, it's done.
We're all happy and relieved to see mother and baby swimming off together into the lagoon.